Hello everyone, this is Sean and welcome back to episode number 12 of our Willamette Valley Railroad Transport Fever Let's Play. We're on hard difficulty on a free game USA map. When we left off it was 1935 and I was so excited. I can't stop playing this. I really want to see what happens and how this works out. Are our oil trains going to start doing something? One thing I think that we can do is set up another train along this line, basically the stake car line, and have it deliver to Arlington. That should be pretty profitable. We seem to have enough room on our network here to where that's not going to screw things up. So let's set up a new line. Now, for the construction material, we were using the orange color, so we're going to want to do that. We'll go orange, and this is going to be Arlington construction material, and we start off at this station. Let's see what we have going on here at the station. This will only, so just the one line running through there now, which is good. So we're going to start off at Lower Eugene. We're going to go up here to the lumber yard. This track is empty, so we'll go to there, go to the lumber yard. From the lumber yard, it goes to the steel mill, which is, wow, why would you, no, that's not the path you're taking. There we go, goes up to the mill up here. Guess you're gonna go in on that line as well. So there, there. You're going to go down to here. You'll go there, there. Then you're going to come back up to here, like that, and then you're going to pick up the construction material down here. And it looks like we're going on this line here. And then you will go all the way back home and end up coming into here on, that line is open. There, there, and then back to the station where you will go onto this line. Very good. All right, good job. So now we need to get a couple of trains on there. So we're going to do one here by train. Keep using the good old Atlantics for a little while yet. Although now we're going to start running into problems where these aren't going to be old enough to upgrade when we get the new cars available. All right, and we're going to set you to Arlington construction material. I don't really want to close all my windows because I do want to keep those oil trains in there. And then over here, start one over here too. Where are you at? There we go. My train, Atlantic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, crap. That is the wrong kind of car. So I'm going to have to go back to have that other one go back to the depot. Let's try it with the right kind of car. There we go. Arlington construction material. Whoops, let's try Arlington construction material. There you go. And let's look at vehicles, and let's look at you, and let's have you reverse. Back to the depot, please. And we can close down all these windows. There we go. We can turn you into the correct kind of train. It's kind of a waste of money, but it's amazing. We're on hard difficulty, and we've got plenty of money to just throw around on stupid nonsense like this. And we don't have to worry about like being super micromanagey about where we lay down track and all those things. So. All right, let's get back over here and look at these oil trains. We are still not building up any oil demand on this line. Maybe I need to get another, I hate to throw another train on this line. Have these guys had a chance to go a full cycle yet. They're going into their 5th year of losing money. Whoops. Come on, train. Anytime now. Almost there. There we go. I would really hope that this would start demanding oil now that I've gone a couple of steps on this cycle. You can understand why this one would be delayed, because it also requires the plastic demand to build up with the goods delivery trains. Now see, there's the train that we're going to start upgrading all of our trains to. This definitely, I'd have to find a whole new product to be carrying back on those box cars. Come on. Go back there. This one's trying to come in, isn't it? That's that one right there. Yeah. Well, crap. How am I gonna get demand going to and like they've got all that oil stored there. Is it because the other line, like, I'm just not running enough? But there's no, the demand isn't high enough on the other line to run. Oh, it's frustrating. You know, I need every piece of this complicated machine to work properly, otherwise, I mean, I guess we are going to make a profit. I'm going to try to hold you back a little bit to maybe balance out the timing on these trains, so you know, maybe they kind of meet better at in the middle. I really don't want to just throw another train on this line. Seems like I'd be throwing good money after bad. Almost seems like it would be better to throw another train on the other lines. All right, this seems like it's fairly well balanced out, kind of split there. I could get a truck service delivering wheat over this way, or at least I could try to do that. I think we'd run into the same problem where I wouldn't be getting all of the livestock that I need. And see, like this thing has dropped in production, even though we've got a line that should be drawing demand. Now, is it because this? Yeah, this one isn't at its production limit. Why isn't it producing crude oil for me? And the plastics factory, of course, is doing nothing. It does show that it's got line usage. But that doesn't seem to mean anything because there's no oil waiting. Well, crap. Luckily, we're still making money, so it's not, you know, it's not a disaster. How is the construction material stuff is coming in pretty good. We're actually getting in some robotics and tools. I think this is another delivery, right? It's probably food. Nope, machines and tools. Great. So, are we running into a problem with? We're going to run into a problem with if there's too much traffic on that bypass line. That definitely is going to be hurting our trucks trying to get goods in and out. So maybe I need to add some more trucks here. This is Eugene. So we'll just add 3 onto each line. Eugene, deliver. Oh, I only have the 1 line. All right, well, that's fine. So I can add 6. And how's Arlington holding up? I guess Arlington isn't really getting any of these finished goods in yet. And they're not going to be with the setup, are they? Is the problem that maybe that this place is not demanding plastic? That could be it. Is there somewhere where I could take... Yeah, but I'd need steel to take plastic there. You can take plastic to a goods facility. I don't think... We had this goods facility up here. And so if I hooked up this log, which wouldn't be too hard to do, I'd run this line down along through here, connect it up to here, and then I guess I'd have to build a kind of a bypass line over there. Or I could, yeah, because trying to connect it up through here would be unnecessary. So I'd have to build a line to go, maybe just continue this one straight down like that, or like that, connect it over there. It's too bad that we don't just have a... Yeah, we could do it up here too. That one might actually be easier to do. So it could be that the plastic demand just isn't high enough. And if we... So we're going to want to connect to this line. And we're going to want to connect to this line. It's going to be a real pain on our signals here. Do we want to build an entirely different bridge? Maybe that would be the best solution. It's not like we're short on money. Looks like that's a long enough break for the trains to fit between the signals. Let's take a look here. That's not quite long enough there. And that's an intersection right there already. I don't want to pull it out back there. What is that intersection? Okay, so this is the line that's not very busy, so that intersection probably isn't really going to matter all that much. So if we come off of here, let's try it like this, and then we go like 100 miles an hour should be fine. And then we'll connect that one like that as well, right there, and then we're going to just move that signal to there. And you were a one-way signal, so boom, and we'll get rid of that signal. There we go. And yeah, that looks good. And oh yeah, hey, look at that fast train there. Where did you go, fast train? There we go. Let's zoom in on this thing and watch it for a minute here. So shiny. Actually, we don't really need to have. There we go. Need to have that open. Oh, yeah. See, I was kind of, I guess I wasn't worried because I knew it was going to happen, but, you know, it's going to get slowed down being behind these older trains. So we're going to, like, this train is not going to run very efficiently until we get to the 1945 to 50 period, where we're going to start replacing all of our standard trains with electric trains. But it does make for some nice nice scenery coming into the station here like that. There wasn't so much smoke everywhere. And how is it doing on money? Is it actually making money? Yeah, wow, that's great. Potentially making money. Probably because of higher speed. And I'm sure our oil thing is still not bringing any oil in. Looked like, no, still nothing, huh? Why, oh why are you not making oil? There's a goods factory up there as well, but that's too close. We'll just get you connected down here. And we're going to go. So I'm going to need to be doing lumber with this as well. And that's kind of a problem because I would need to have a lumber mill near this thing to make it work efficiently. And I don't see any. Well, crap. At least I didn't lay down that entire line before I came to this realization, but yeah, there's no lumber supply over here. There's no lumber supply over here either, is there? Yeah, I think that's why we rejected that factory as well. And this one does not have a lumber supply. It only has, I mean, I guess we could supply it from there, but that station is probably already super, is already getting overflowed. And it's starting to collect construction material. That's weird. Why would it be collecting construction material that I'm sure is bound for Arlington? They don't seem to have received any in yet. I'm sure there'll be a train heading that way. Anytime now. Arlington construction material train. All right, well, we're definitely starting to see some of the effects of traffic here. Also, I'm gonna get rid of that there. There we go. Get rid of those. And yeah, I think I might have to shut down this oil line. It definitely doesn't seem to have. And then this line, it's crazy that this line is almost making money, even though it's running more than half the time empty. So that's a good sign. But like this line right here, yeah, I can't continue running it like that. I'll just move this train over to the other oil lines. It's a real shame. So is this one on the? No, I want the other Arlington crude train, which is probably going to be coming down here. There we are. So we'll just change you to. Let's do that. We're going to change you to Arlington fuel, and you we're going to change to. Where are you at? There we go. I'm going to change you to Eugene fuel. And this is going to be a mess trying to get you back over there, but maybe you'll be able to dominate that bridge. Just take that bridge over like you own it. Go through all the confusing. How are you going to switch back over to being on the correct track? Oh, there you go. That'll work. Right? Are you on the correct track there? Yeah, you are. Nope, now you are. Very good. Wow. Really took over that whole section there. So that's a shame, but you know, I had to try. And that means we're going to change this Eugene goods line. And whoops, but we're not going to change the line. We're just going to change the instructions. So it does not need to go to Arlington Transfer or Arlington Waypoint. We're going to remove, and we're going to remove. So it's just going to go from Flint Central to Eugene. And Eugene, it will Yeah, I guess that's fine. Don't really need to have tracks designated. I did like having you designated up here in Flint, though, because we have the other line designated to the other line. So we're going to add that waypoint there. There we go, beautiful. And but that actually comes before Flint Central. So we're going to add that for Flint Central. There you go. Add station Flint Central. And then over here in Eugene, where it doesn't matter so much. Let's see where everybody's going over here. All right, so Eugene, you're going to exit through that one. Very good. All right, now you should be set up. That'll increase the profitability of this one. Increase my disappointment that this station is just not going to work. But I guess that's how it goes, you know. I could, well, I can't really find a whole nother oil source. Look at all those logs, jeez. So what are we short on here? Details. Try to ship more tools. So we need more goods trains going out, I would say. Do I want to just add trains onto the Eugene goods line? We've got 2 of them, and they are losing money. Although the adjustment I made should help them with the not losing as much money because they're going to be running. They're not going to have to run that whole little circuit up to that plastic station. These are some long routes. But we're making good money. Got $60 million in the bank. So even though this is not running quite as efficiently as I might like, it still seems to be running pretty well. I feel like I could get additional trains on those construction material lines. Probably get an additional train on this goods line. Probably start up a goods line for Arlington. I just want to see how this train, like what it brings with it when it leaves the station. Is it going to leave the station full? I mean, it should be. I feel like everything is going to Eugene. All right, so it did fill up. And this station is still not even made it. The train has not even made it to Eugene yet. So I am going to add another train in. I'll add it here in the middle, kind of spread it out. So we're going to do an Atlantic. Oh, you know what? I don't want to buy that Atlantic. I want to... Well, I guess we're going to wait till 1945 because I don't want to start up a new train with the boxcars that don't go fast enough, then have to go through and manually replace that. On the other hand, we're going to go 4 years without increasing. Gosh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's build those trains. We're going to buy a train. We're going to do the electric train, so that's going to be exciting. And $1.5 million a year, whereas this train is $288,000 a year. So these improved maintenance costs, or not improved because that's not an improvement, these higher maintenance costs are really going to potentially be a problem here. We're looking at an extra $1 million a year to run these things. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars, and we're going to add you to the Eugene goods route. Very good. There we go. Oh, look at how fast that train is. And I guess that's going to be it for this episode. Well, things seem to be going all right. It's a little nerve-wracking, but we have a good profit going on. We're going to have to spend a lot of money here soon upgrading these trains, and when we do that, it is going to, as we just saw, increase our maintenance costs by a huge amount. So hopefully the additional speed that we gain from this will make up for the maintenance costs. But I am I'm a little concerned about that. On the other hand, we should be able to handle all of the stuff that needs to be hauled, because the increased capacity of the new cars that'll be coming out in just a couple of years, along with the increased speed of the trains, I feel really good about that. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. If you have, you should click the like button, and subscribe to my channel. If for some reason you haven't done that, please leave a comment in the comment area. Let me know what you thought, and share your opinions, and maybe if you know some secret to getting this the oil to thing. I think it's that the plastic demand, that there's just no plastic demand up here. This thing seems to be doing well enough with just planks and steel coming in. So that's got to be what is going on there. But anyways, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.